Hey everyone, I hope you're doing well and staying safe during this time. If you're new here, welcome to the channel. Like I said, thank you so much for checking me out. If you haven't done so, please make sure to hit that subscribe button just right below the video. Cool, thank you so much. I really do appreciate it. And if you're returning, welcome back. Thanks again for your support. I truly do appreciate having you here.
Ripple has established a standard in the cross-border payment system, and banks and financial institutions all over the world are adopting the network to take advantage of its outstanding services, making the system more dependable, adaptable, and customer-friendly. Ripple has joined ISO 20022, and with the system's integration just around the corner, the value and adoption of XRP will skyrocket. Curious to find out more? Make sure to stay until the end. The worlds of institutional, global wire transfers and cryptocurrency have long been at odds. The emergence of cryptocurrency poses a threat to the centralized service of international money wiring. However, it appears that, thanks to ISO 20022, these services may be able to coexist and provide the best of both worlds. The ISO 20022 standard was developed by the International Organization for Standardization. ISO 20022 was created by the organization as a way to create a single standard for developing messages between financial institutions. Indeed, different coding languages are used by different institutions around the world for these messages, making international transfers a very cluttered and disorganized process. ISO 20022 is the new global messaging standard for payments. This internationally agreed upon methodology standardizes how businesses interact, process, and settle detailed payment information. By spring 2023, all firms exchanging payments information in the UK will be required to follow these changes, which are being driven by SWIFT, the Bank of England, and Pay.UK. The European Central Bank and Real-Time Payments Group and P27 have all adopted the standard, which is driving international best practice and interoperability. According to a press release issued on Monday, the U.S. Federal Reserve announced that all Fed banks will implement the ISO 20022 Fedwire Fund Service System. Surprisingly, Ripple's blockchain-based transactions are already ISO 20022 compliant. This new messaging format improves real-time payments both domestically and internationally. Furthermore, it will enable banks as well as other institutions to implement anti-money laundering measures. In addition, the Fed Board is seeking public input on its initiative to enable the FFS to run on ISO 20022. The board also recommends that banks switch to the new message format in one day rather than in 3 stages. FFS allows Federal Reserve banks to conduct real-time settlements. Financial institutions and corporations can use the system to conduct secure, fast transactions. ISO 20022 was developed by professionals at the International Organization for Standardization, a non-governmental organization that publishes standards in a variety of fields. Ashish Birla, Ripple's Senior Vice President of Product, announced on Twitter on October 1st, 2021, that Ripple had already met ISO 20022 compliance and was thus ready for 2030. He believes that the new standard, along with RippleNet, will completely transform the payments industry in the next 10 years. Ripple will have access to a global network of financial institutions thanks to ISO 20022. Other advantages include faster, more transparent, and seamless transaction settlement through the use of software and one-stop shopping. All counterparty connections use the same API. Additionally, the standards integration will also lead to widespread adoption of XRP. The lawsuit is also expected to be completed this year, making XRP the only fully regulated cryptocurrency. This will be a significant benefit for Ripple and XRP, and with the integration of ISO 20022 by the end of the year, the value of XRP may rise. Many investors have viewed Ripple's recent $200 million share buyback as very positive. In any case, it demonstrates that Brad Garlinghouse, the company's CEO, is very positive about the future. CEO Brad Garlinghouse announced the completion of the buyback of shares sold to Tetragon Financial Group in a series of tweets. I am pleased to announce that Ripple has repurchased our Series C stock at a valuation of $15 billion, Garlinghouse said, adding that the buyback has increased Ripple's valuation to $15 billion. He then goes on to explain why Ripple will be bigger than it has ever been in 2022. Despite the difficulties the company faced in 2021, according to Garlinghouse, Ripple had its best financial year yet. 2022, the word slow down doesn't exist in our vocabulary. Our best year ever, even with the headwinds of 2021. The financial stability of Ripple, $1 billion in the bank, is the best we've ever had. Ripple was able to form several partnerships with international banks to provide cross-border payment services despite the SEC battle. As a result, traditional financial institutions now have access to crypto-native services. RippleNet currently processes a volume fee of more than $10 billion for its customers, according to Garlinghouse. He also mentions that RippleX, the company's open-source payment network, has expanded the XRP ledger's capabilities. NFTs, digital dollars, interoperability bridges, and side chains are all examples. The tone of Garlinghouse's announcement is upbeat. However, due to the circumstances of the Tetragon dispute, market participants' moods have not completely calmed down. Ripple raised $200 million in a Series C financing round with a UK-based investment firm in December 2019. SBI Holdings and Route 66 Ventures joined the group. The SEC filed a lawsuit against Ripple shortly after, declaring XRP a security. Tetragon also sued Ripple after learning of the SEC's move. The goal was to reclaim his funds. They did, however, lose the case to Ripple, though the SEC case is still pending. As a result, the market is split on what Ripple's share buybacks mean for the pending SEC case. Fox Business's Charles Gasparino summarizes the situation. He believes that the move is bullish. According to Gasparino, Ripple will soon win its case against the SEC. Ripple intends to go public with an IPO once this occurs. As a result, the stock is being repurchased. Some market observers, on the other hand, believe the move was made to limit liability in the event of a loss. On the other hand, John Deaton, the attorney for the over 50,000 XRP holders who have been granted amicus curiae status in the SEC versus Ripple lawsuit, plans to use that status to file a FOIA request for SEC documents that Judge Sarah Netburn recently ruled are not protected by the deliberative process privilege. The lawyer took to Twitter to explain how the ruling, which had been reported as a mixed result for Ripple, could actually be a resounding victory for the cryptocurrency. From Judge Netburn's recent decision, the biggest victory for Ripple and XRP holders isn't necessarily the email with the draft versions of the Hinman speech. The notes from meetings with third parties not affiliated with Ripple could prove to be the most significant victory. Deaton went on to say that third parties are most likely to be Ethereum's Joseph Lieben and Consensus executives. They met with Hinman and others, as well as a member of the Enterprise Ethereum Alliance's VC working group. These notes are almost certainly from the meetings mentioned above. Judge Netburn ruled that the SEC can still use attorney-client privilege to protect the personal notes memo by Valerie Szczepanik and others, but not if the notes include statements made by attendees at the meetings. Because Judge Netburn found the meeting was not covered by DPP, John Deaton has decided that XRP holders will file a new FOIA request to find out what happened in those meetings and whether XRP, Ether, and Bitcoin were mentioned and distinguished. Furthermore, in a recent court ruling, Judge Sarah Netburn determined that the precedent-setting case and widespread public interest are sufficient justifications for the disclosure of many of the documents the SEC attempted to keep under DPP's protection. In addition, the court expressly finds that this case is unique, that the nature of the case includes significant policy decisions in our markets, that the amount in controversy is substantial, and that the public's interest in the resolution of this case is also quite significant. The public's interest in the case is centered on some documents at issue. The court agrees with the defendants that the litigation's importance warrants disclosure. The significance of the issues as discussed below cuts both ways in this case. Employees of the Securities and Exchange Commission must be able to discuss unsettled law in an emerging market without fear of public scrutiny of their communications. As a result, this factor weighs slightly but not significantly in favor of disclosure. Ripple Labs' RippleNet blockchain technology for global payments continues to grow its partnerships and customer base. Despite slowdowns from the SEC, 2021 was RippleNet's most successful and profitable year to date, as global momentum skyrocketed with customer demand, the company said in its fourth quarter update. With a payment volume run rate of over $10 billion, the number of transactions on RippleNet has more than doubled. This is a testament to the product, given that Ripple lost its largest customer, MoneyGram, shortly after the SEC filed its lawsuit against the company. RippleNet continues to see increased global demand for its on-demand liquidity product, which now has over 20 payout markets, including the Middle East. The Asia-Pacific region continues to be one of the network's most active users, with ODL volume more than doubling last year. In the fourth quarter, Ripple's XRP sales totaled $717.07 million, up from $491.74 million in the third quarter. That increase came even as overall XRP volume dropped to $168.41 billion from $189.53 billion in the previous quarter. As ODL continues to gain global momentum, Ripple has been a buyer of XRP in the secondary market and expects to continue to do so in the future at market prices, the company said. Ripple price prediction has gained support from some investment big shots, and the number of partnerships and events with the crypto market show that many people believe in the currency.
I'm your guy. I will keep you posted. I'm your advocate. I'll be back on a daily basis, usually multiple times per day, with these videos to keep you updated with everything going on. So I hope you enjoyed the video. If you haven't done so, make sure to hit that subscribe button. Feel free to share any of my videos with your friends, family, social media, or anybody who may care to listen. Thanks so much for your continued support. I'm always here for you. I want to help you through this time. So thank you so much for continuing to choose me. Enjoy your day, stay safe, and I'll catch you again probably in a couple hours. Thanks, everybody. See you later.